Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Donald Trump, your president, called out Kentucky Representative Thomas Massie at the National Prayer Breakfast. At the National Prayer Breakfast. Yeah, fam. This dude was lamenting about the Republicans' thin majority in the House. He just can't help himself, fam. Like, this is a place or at a time that was supposed to be meant for, people coming together and, being appreciative of their blessings and, and all that kind of stuff. But, leave it to Trump. Leave it to him. I'm going to play the video. You got to see this video. I'm going to play the video. But before I play the video, let me read what he said prior to that event. People are saying that Thomas Massie became a liberal because his new wife, blessed be their marriage, is supposedly a radical left flamethrower. This new union all went so fast that maybe he didn't know what he was getting into. But nevertheless, he is an absolutely terrible and unreliable Republican, perhaps a rhino, or maybe even worse, Ed Gowron, a farmer and war hero. He is running against Massie. He is a highly quality individual, and there is no candidate for Congress that could be better. He is running because he realizes Thomas Massie has been totally disloyal to the President of the United States and the Republican Party. He never votes for us. He always goes with the Democrats. Thomas Massie is a complete and total disaster. We must make sure he loses big. Now, here's the thing about that statement. Once again, Trump told a bold-faced lie. Because this dude right here votes with Trump 91% of the time. 91% of the time he votes with Trump, which makes him no better than Trump. So I ain't taking up for him at all. But it just amazes me how that works, right? But Trump got down on his wife big time, fam. I mean, he went in on the dude's wife. Trump is one of those dudes who don't respect nothing. He's a dude that if he's your friend, if you consider that dude a friend, you got to watch your woman around him. You can never leave your woman in the same room with him. I don't give a damn if it's a ballroom. You can't leave your woman in the same room with him because he's the type that will make a move. So Trump suggested that Thomas Massie became a liberal because of his recent marriage, describing his wife as a supposed radical left flamethrower. He mocked the speed of their marriage, labeled Massie as an absolutely terrible and unreliable Republican, and suggested he might be a rhino. A rhino is a term that they use, which means Republican in name only. So he just in name a Republican, but you can say the same thing about a whole lot of Republicans, and you can say the same thing about a whole lot of Democrats. Most of them are just in it to get what they can get. They're not for the American people at all, not at all. But Thomas Massie did respond with his own words aimed at Trump. He said, so now he's attacking my wife who voted for him 3 times. Maybe someone told him she actually the one who suggested I asked Pam Bondi in person at a dinner when we would get phase 2 of the Epstein files. Bondi said there were no more files. As they say, the rest is history. So check out this video of Trump going in on Thomas Massie.
Up, 2 up. Sometimes we're 3 up. In fact, we'll have 2 more victories very soon. We'll be 3 up. And we consider that having a massive majority, okay? Right, Mike? That's considered We're not spoiled. Can you imagine if we ever picked up like 20 or 30 seats? Wouldn't that be that'd be too easy. I think it would be too easy. It wouldn't be fun. I get these calls from Mike. Sir, could you speak to so-and-so 3 o'clock in the morning? You know, we have two types. We have the type that goes along with us and believes in us, and they're with us all the way. And that, I would say, is 95%, right? And then we have the type that needs a little love all the time, no matter what it is. For the easiest thing on religion or republicanism, the easiest thing to pass, they always make it difficult, but they always get there. But I have to call them always at 3 in the morning. I'll always get that call. Sir, Speaker Johnson's calling. So I get, hi, Mike, what's up? What time is it? So it's 3 in the morning. So we have 9 names giving us difficulty. They want to have a phone call. I said, all right, let's go. Here we go. Same 9 all the time, right? You know? So I call up. I say, Chip, how you doing, Chip? Hello, sir. Sir, I can't quite get there. I just don't know. Could I come over for breakfast? You know, we have a 9 o'clock vote, right? I said, really, is it not? Sir, you got to get me there, sir. Let's have breakfast, Chip, great. Then I get others, pretty much the same 9. I don't want to name too many, but I considered, we're not spoiled. Pretty much the same 9. I don't want to name too many.
Let me just say this real quick, fam. He talked about how Thomas Massie calls him in the middle of the night and say, hey, let's have breakfast. You got to get me there. You got to get me there. What he's doing right there is telling you that Thomas Massie is swinging from his disco balls. Yeah. He wants you to know that this dude just is really a groupie. That's what this boils down to. He's saying that Thomas Massie is a groupie. That's why he don't have any respect for him or his wife. But at the same time, Trump don't respect nothing. Oh, wait a minute. But money. He does respect money.
Is it not, sir, you got to get me there, sir. Let's have breakfast, Chip, great. Then I get others, pretty much the same 9. I don't want to name too many, but I would. And they always get there. We have one that doesn't get there. We have one guy.
Listen to the peanut gallery, fam. Listen to the peanut gallery. Oh.
They always get there. We have one that doesn't get there. We have one guy. He's an automatic no. No matter what. If we did welfare reform, if we did the greatest thing in history for religion, no matter what we did, no matter how good it is, greatest tax cuts, and we just did the greatest tax cuts in history, he voted against. He voted. Now, no matter what we do, this moron, no matter what it is, we could put them all together. I think, Mike, what would you say the top 5 things? Name them. We'll put them in one bill, and we'll put them before we get 100% vote, except for this guy named Thomas Massie. There's something wrong with him. We call him Rand Paul Jr. You know, it's like they just vote no. They love voting no. They think it's good politically. The guy's polling at about 9%. It's not good.
So diplomatic. Nothing in the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance. See, not only is Donald Trump, well, everybody knows Trump is ignorant, right? You know that for a fact. But for you to vote for someone that's ignorant, it tells us the degree of ignorance you have yourself. And I don't care how many of y'all get mad at me. Some of y'all out there got your degrees on the wall, and y'all whole identity is your degree. You can have a degree, you can have whatever you want to have. I don't give a damn if you know every single word in the dictionary. You still slow, you window licking slow to pick a dude who is slower than you. Most people, if they have a leader, it's going to be somebody that they actually look up to, not somebody who can just give them something, who they can leech off of. You know, it's not going to be somebody that they follow just because they like his attitude, they like his charisma. It's going to be somebody who they see that they have kindred spirits with, right? It's going to be somebody who they feel that can give them some knowledge and some information that they don't have. So what is the attraction? What is the attraction? This guy actually make white men look bad, because there are a lot of white men out there who are actually qualified, are much more qualified to lead than he is. This dude is at a prayer breakfast. He's at a prayer breakfast, and he's spewing division. Is that Christian-like? Is that what y'all do? That's what y'all Christians be doing? Because that's what he claimed. He said he's a Christian. Is that how it goes? Well, you know what I think about, now that I think about it, you know, it was allegedly all Christians who was doing all the slaughtering and lynching and all that kind of stuff. And most of these guys that on the police force that be shooting people in the head, they identify as Christians also. So I don't know, you know, maybe this is on par for Christian behavior. I don't know. I don't want to disrespect anybody's religion, but hey, man, y'all got to fix that. Y'all got some cleaning up to do, and y'all got to own that. Y'all got to own that. See, this is why I just can't rock with that, fam. I can't rock with it. I can't rock with it. Give me something else, man. I'm not with that. This dude said republicanism. Is that a word? Republicanism. I never heard of that. I'm assuming, because he said it, I'm assuming that it's not a word. The spirit of faith, love, decency, and humanity just don't exist with this guy. It just don't exist. This dude is a so-called Christian, but he's speaking division. Let me tell you something that I know about Donald Trump. Every accusation is an admission of guilt. No more talk.